Today I'm going to be using 5 of these wood palettes. You can get them right from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to start by painting 2 of them with some Wise Owl Anchor paint. And you just want to give these all a good coat. And they measure 6 by 4 inches. Next I'm going to put some Anchor paint onto a paper plate, and I'm just going to add a little bit of the Wise Owl Snow Owl and mix it together. So I just want to change the shade from the Anchor to just make it a little bit lighter. And I'll do that by adding the white paint. I'm then going to take 2 more of the wood palettes and paint those both with this shade that we created. Now you can really create this with any colors of your choice, but I am going to be sticking with the blue family colors. Again, these wood palettes came right from the Dollar Tree and they measure 6 by 4 inches. You can also just use a rectangle shape piece of wood that you can usually find right at Hobby Lobby. I'll set those 2 aside, and then for my last wood palette, I'm going to mix in a little more of the white paint until I create a little bit of a lighter shade than the last 2 colors. Now you can add as much or as little bit of a white as you'd like. It really depends on the color you are going for. And then I'll paint the last wood palette with this last shade that we created. I'm going to set all those aside to dry, and I'm going to be using my salt wash. Salt wash is just a paint additive. It gives some texture to your paint. And I'm going to put some Wise Owl Snow Owl on my paper plate and sprinkle in some salt wash. And you're going to mix this up until you have a nice consistency. You do want it to be a little on the thicker end, but you do not want it too thick. I got these galvanized letters from Hobby Lobby. They come 2 in a pack. And I'm going to dab my salt wash and Wise Owl Snow Owl paint mixture onto each letter. Now it's hard to see while it is wet, but I'm going to be just using this dabbing motion to apply it, and as I dab, there's going to create some texture, and you want this to fully dry. I'm going to line up my wood palettes once everything is fully dry, going with the darker shades on the end, moving into the lighter shade into the middle, and I'm going to kind of glue them so they are staggered. And I'm using the piece of wood on the back side as my guide as to how to keep them all pretty even. Now on the back side here, you can finish yours by fully painting it, but I'm just going to add some popsicle sticks just for extra strength so that it holds well together. I'm going to give it a very light sanding. The sanding just helps smooth the paint out. It will also help get rid of any brush marks if you do have the brush marks from the paintbrush. I'm going to be using some E6000 and a little bit of hot glue to glue down my letters. I'm going to place 1 letter in the center of each palette. And then I'm going to go on and brush on a little bit of Wise Owl Higgins Lake. It's kind of hard to see in the video here, but it's just going to grab the raised area of the texture of the salt wash. So you can really pick any color that's going to pop out. And I went with this blue from Wise Owl. I'm then going to take my Wise Owl Furniture Salve and my 2-inch palm brush. This is great for a nice top coat. It also will just help brighten the paint. So I'm just going to apply it once everything had dried, and then after you apply it, you can just take a cotton cloth and just rub it in and wipe off any excess salve. The Dollar Tree has these cute little clothespins that had these starfish on the end. I just popped the starfish off, and I'm going to glue them onto the sign here. Now you can really decorate this however you'd like. I'm going with a little bit of a coastal theme. You can also get this rope from Dollar Tree. It is white with a navy blue on it, and I'm going to use that as my hanger for my project. I'm just going to add some hot glue. This is lightweight, that this should hold it good enough. And there we go. Now we just have this very easy, fun, relaxed sign. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage as well. Have a great day.